Hi, and welcome to DIY Ideas. Today I'll show you how to make this scarf in a shell pattern. It's generally a simple pattern made with double crochet here, and you can see them, these packages, they're made up of 5 stitches, and they're always stitched into the same stitch. It turned out super well, really a great pattern. I crocheted in with this cute color fade yarn that has like this shiny thread in here as well, and it turned out super pretty. I'll show you now how I did it. Have fun! So, here we go. This is the yarn, and I have 2 balls here. It's called Multicolor Shiny Yarn from Rico Design. It's a really wintry color scheme. It's kind of gray, pastel-y, green, purple, some yellow tones as well, as you can see here. I think it's really cute. They are each 50 grams. Oh, let's focus on this yarn ball. It's 50 grams on 90 meters, and it's meant for size 7 hooks. It's 53% polyester, 24% wool, and 23% polyacrylic. Like I said, here you can see it's meant for size 7 hooks, and the number of the color is 2. And so I'm going to be using 2 balls of this, and I'll actually be using the size 7 hook like it recommends on the package. Now I'll start taking out the yarn from the middle of the ball, and yeah, this is how I start. And the second ball we'll use later. So now here we go. I'm searching for the beginning of the thread here. There it is. So you can see a little closer the yarn. It's twisted within itself kind of, and you can see the shiny thread is kind of wrapped around the rest. And yeah, it's really cute. So we'll start with some chain stitches. So we'll start with the first stitch. The little shiny thread seems to stay well together with the rest. You don't have to worry about losing it along the way, I don't think. It's like tightly wrapped around the rest, so you don't even really notice it while crocheting. And I mean, that's how it's supposed to be. So we'll do multiples of 6 here, plus 2 chain stitches. In this case, we'll do 18 chain stitches as a multiple of 6, and then plus 2, so that's 20. We have 2 stitches, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. So these are nice and wide chain stitches for the scarf. Now we'll skip the first stitch and we'll go right into the second stitch. We'll crochet a single crochet. Then we'll skip the next 2 stitches, so these 2, and we'll crochet a double crochet into the third, and then 4 more double crochets into the same stitch. Two, 3, 4, and number 5. Then we'll skip over the next 2 stitches. We will crochet a single crochet into the third, and then we will skip the next 2. I think maybe you're getting the idea. And we'll crochet 5 double crochets into this stitch. So I basically switch between the 5 double crochets and then the single crochet stitches. 4 and number 5. Now we did the 5, and in the middle here and between them there is the single crochet. So now we'll continue. We'll skip 2 and then a single crochet into the third one like this. Then again skip 2. And into the third, we'll add the 5 double crocheting stitches. It fits exactly. We have 3 chain stitches left, so we counted everything right, and we end here on the last stitch. 3, and 4, and number 5. And here we'll end this row with a single stitch. We started with a single stitch and we'll end with a single stitch. Here in the middle, you can kind of see these arcs that I crocheted, and between each arc there is a single crochet. Okay, now we'll start with the second row. We'll start with 3 chain stitches. This is how we'll start every row. Turn it around, and here we'll crochet 2 double stitches into the single stitch that we just made. So that's done. I have these 3 here, and then the 2 doubles and the chain stitches with 3 stitches. Then we'll poke into the central double stitch of the shell that we just did here, and here we do a single stitch and then into the next single stitch. We'll do 5 double crochet stitches. I got 3, 4, and number 5. Then we'll do a single crochet stitch into the central stitch of the arc, and then another 5 double crocheting stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and number 5. Then we'll do another single crochet stitch into the central one, and now here we're back at the edge, at the border. I have a single stitch here, and we did that one at the beginning, and we'll make the border here. We won't do 5 double, but only 3. So 1, 2, and 3. Full doubles, not half doubles. So now if you can see here, we crocheted 2 of these arcs and the 3 stitch pattern at the borders. The arcs are in the middle, and between them the single crocheting stitches, which is where we pull through the next row. The even rows will always be like this, and the uneven rows will be like the first one we did. So row number 3, which is an uneven row, we will do like the first one we did. So we will start with a single stitch, and we turn it around and then do a single stitch here on the first stitch. Okay, so we're done with that now. And we can do the 5 double crochets. We will crochet them into the first central stitch of the arc from the row before. 1, 2, 3, and number 4, and number 5. Then now we are above the arc. Centrally we will do a single stitch, and then here is the single stitch from the row before. There we will crochet 5 double stitches. 3, 4, and number 5. Then here we have the arc. There we do a single stitch centrally into the arc, then another single stitch, and we will do the 5 double stitches again. Four and number 5. Okay, done. Now we're here at the border again, and how did I start this? Because it's the same way I will end this row. So we started with a single stitch, so we will also end on a single stitch. We will crochet it into the chain stitches of the row before. So now here we are done with row number 3. So this next row will be an even row again, so we'll crochet it like the second one that we did. You can always remember that if you end with a single stitch, then you'll start the next row with 3 chain stitches. 1, 2, 3. Turn it around, and into the single stitch you'll add 2 double crocheting stitches. This is the pattern you will do for the whole rest of the scarf, either starting with a single stitch or with 3 chain stitches and 2 doubles. So we crochet either 3 of these arcs or 2, depending on whether the row is even or uneven. It depends on how many we have below. If there's only space for 2, then at the edges we will do this pattern of 3 doubles or 2 doubles. so these patterns will switch off. I'll use these 2 balls of yarn that I had shown earlier now to crochet the whole rest of the scarf. So now of the second ball, I only have this little bit left here. We'll pull the thread out at the very end. I ended the last row with a single stitch. So here there is a bit more yarn and some more. And even more. Okay, so now it's all out. I could have trimmed it, but whatever, this worked. But here we are at the end. I ended the last row with these 3 arcs. Here you can see the pretty color fade and the nice pastel tones and how they kind of change, how they fade throughout the scarf. Here you can see kind of the yellowish tones that are kind of almost a little bit orange and has a really, really pretty like light pastel rainbow fade. Here you can see this where I switched the 2 yarn balls. We'll stitch that away, we'll sew that away. And here are some more of the yellow colors. It's really, really pretty yarn. It looks almost frozen with the glitter and the really pretty winter colors. I really hope you liked this video. You had fun watching and will maybe try this at home. Thank you for watching DIY Ideas. I hope you liked this video. If you would like to watch more, please visit my channel and subscribe for free, and you'll always be the first one to be informed about a new video. Please share this video with your friends, and see you next time!